So,
so
we'll cut to. So it's been for the time span of you guys like walking around and like finding this guy. It's been about an hour. So like after these guys have left, however long you guys decide to stay on the ship before heading out yourselves.
It's probably not much longer.
Not much longer.
Yeah, we'll just grab our stuff and get out.
All right. So same thing. Town is yours.
We're gonna go back to the Dust Bowl.
All right.
Go talk to our boy Rando.
All right. So you head back to the Dust Bowl, and strangely enough, this early in the morning, it's actually busier than when you guys were in there last. It seems like with the influx of more loaders and the evidently impending transportation, a lot more people seem to be kind of picking their spirits up, or it seems maybe girding themselves for the trip. You step in and you see kind of an odd assortment of people. There's like a group of 2 Kasathis in sort of looks like some sort of like security firm or like mercenary kind of clothing. It's very kind of hodgepodge, but you see a weapon on each one's hilt. You see 2 Yusokis that are kind of deep in conversation, seem to be just chattering about the price of ice and just bullshitting. You see a looks like a human kind of on the edge of the bar, very kind of tall, kind of like cloak kind of pulled up over the head, so it's really kind of just sitting in the corner there. And as you guys are entering, you see Rando behind the bar, and he's seems to be kind of as busy as he was the last time you saw him. And there's a slight pause as he sees you both enter, and quick goes back to work.
I'm gonna go right up to the bar where he is.
Okay. And he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Hey, how's it going, cousin? How can I help you?"
Maybe just water for me for right now. But I think a little conversation could be had between you and me.
He kind of looks at you. I'm pretty busy here, so I...
Won't take but a minute.
Diplomacy.
Oh. It's a 14 total.
14? He kind of looks at you. All right, you got a minute. What's up?
What did the ring have to do with my shop being gone? You know who I am. You know we're from here.
There's a very distinct kind of like a taken aback, and he kind of just looks at you and immediately looks around, and no, I'm not.
I know how things normally operate. Missing a little bit up here from the past 5 years, maybe even more than that. So if you can just tell me where maybe to get in contact with these guys, anything at all. The less you say, I understand, the better. You just give me any sort of cue about yeses or nos or anything like that.
Couple years. You say you're missing a couple years.
Yeah, roughly.
You should be missing all of them. How are you still alive?
I got ways.
You don't have ways with, and you just see somebody kind of coming in, and it's another batch of humans kind of walking in. They're very, very shoddy kind of things, and you see a visible kind of reaction. It's not subtle at all as he watches them. Oh, listen, I'm done with that. I just run this bar. I don't know how you came out of that, or your friend here, but listen to me when I say I don't want any part of that. All right? And he puts the water down, puts another one down, just as a reaction for you, and he just listen. Just leave me out of whatever it is you think you're gonna be doing here. I don't want to know. And he walks off to the other side of the bar.
I'm hold up.
He just keeps on walking.
Well,
I was gonna say to him, I was gonna ask what time we closed up and see if we could somehow meet with him outside of this setting, since this setting seems to not be the most conducive to talking about sensitive information.
He's just at the other side of the bar. Seems to be attending the human figure that's on the edge of the bar.
Want to go maybe have a chat with those gents who just walked in then?
Yeah, I could say hello to him.
I'm not trying to be subtle right now.
I suppose, yeah. I mean,
If we're looking for these people, if they know that we're looking for them and they have a history with us,
they'll find out.
they'll find us.
True. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna just quick send you guys a message like, making headway, might need you, ... At the Dust Bowl, let them know where I'm at.
Okay. I just want to send a thumbs up emoji back.
I send a picture of myself giving a thumbs up. So go over to whatever table or whatever spot those guys that you noticed walking in.
Yeah, they're set like the closest one to the door, and they've had just moments kind of sitting there, and they haven't gotten their drinks yet. But you approach and they kind of are in conversation. And the one, these guys are pretty rough looking. I mean, not exactly what you would call approachable in the first place. They definitely seem like they've either had some hard work or hard work of a certain variety, but they are definitely they've got a kind of presence to them as you approach, and they both are dressed in the deep blues and kind of suspendered kind of uniform, and you see like a patch on each one. It just says Winterlands Conveyance, so it looks like they're ice haulers. And they just kind of, one looks over, the other one looks over at you guys, and they don't talk to you. They just kind of keep talking to themselves.
Put my glass of water down on the table. Take a sip.
I'm kind of eyeing him.
They kind of stop, and the one kind of turns, and you see he's got a very kind of tribal-esque looking tattoo on the far side of the face that you didn't see right away, and he's like turns around and he looks at you. Can I help you, cousin?
Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. That's what I'm here for. Find out that answer.
After these messages.
He just looks at you. He's like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Well, I can see you boys, work in the industry around here. I'm wondering if maybe you can introduce me to some friends. Been away out of town for a while, but looking to reconnect with somebody from my past.
So go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Oh, Jesus.
14.
14?
No, dude.
14 teen?
He like looks at you, looks at Skada. He like leans in close and he's like, "Fuck off," and he spits in your glass.
Just drink it. Intimidation.
How many of them are there?
There's the two.
That was... Okay, that changed from me saying one thing to saying another, so now I'm going to say the first thing, I punch him.
You punch him?
Yes.
Okay, make a melee attack.
I'm just like, it's like I get it, but I'm still just like, fuck.
That's a 7.
A 7?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You swing at him, and unfortunately, the height of the table, as you swing up, you like your elbow hits the glass and like part of the like edge of the table, so your swing is like hella short. But as soon as you do that, you see him just immediately get up. The other one, like he stands up at the same time, and he's got a grip on something on the edge of his hip, and the room just gets quiet as he's now like standing there, and you see now he's got somehow when he flipped the table in that short time period, he's got a blade like kind of right here, and the other guy is like staring you down, and like the other one's the guy is like looking back and forth between the two of you. do you guys want to take this outside? I feel like you need to be taught a lesson.
One question. What does Buzz do when he flips the table?
Buzz immediately has his
protocol.
Buzz has his gun like out.
And the fucking dueling sword?
Yeah, he's like armed himself now.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
In this short of a time span, you're unfortunately like you didn't kind of react, so you're just like, that escalated really quickly.
I got my hand on the grip and I'm just like,
We can beat the shit out of each other if you want and mess up this bar, or we can talk. You're the one who spit in my drink, bud.
I'm not here to converse with fucking types like you.
Alrighty, let's go outside.
All right.
As they turn around, I'm gonna throw my glass at their head.
You're.
so I turn and start walking, and like I'm not turning my back to them, but I'm just turning like more toward the door and walking while I'm keeping eye contact with them.
Okay,
holding that they're walking.
Okay, so
like,
so this table
In general.
is right next to the door, so like it's kind of spilled over, and did you just like go and grab it on the
Grab my glass. I don't need to hit him. Just to hit him. Just throw it at him.
Okay, all right. So
be that precise.
as they're turning, like the one you see him starting, like the guy that was closest to the door with the knife that spit in your drink. He's like walking towards the door. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
The guy sees you pulling out picking it up and about ready to rifle it. The other guy's starting to lift his gun out of his holster, and you see like it's in slow motion. Like Buzz is starting to move. All of a sudden, you just hear a resounding boom, and your glass just shatters in your hand. And you see from where the inside edge of the door frame just explodes outwards, and you shocked as fuck. You don't take any damage.
No.
But the glass that was there just got evaporated essentially almost. And you quick look behind you. The human on the edge of the bar has their arm extended in your direction, face still forward, and you see kind of the slight tint of the blues of Stewart armor. And you hear a voice ring out, you hear a voice here very calmly. It's a woman's voice. There'll be none of that in here for the ice haulers. They do their job around here. And you see her kind of turn around, pulls her hood down. Black hair, kind of gray lines along the edges, but a very hard look at you. And the gun isn't pointed in your general direction anymore. It's just kind of moving slowly back and forth. But she is not stood up, just still staring at you.